What a get. 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 This is amazing right here.
Pinch.
All right, everybody, good evening and welcome to an impromptu Beyond the Court, episode 70. I'm Sudsy. Let's bring in our co-host and guy that's got some sort of something going on from over the seas there. Leo, how you feeling, buddy?
Hey, everybody. Feels good to be back for another episode of Beyond the Court. I'm feeling much better now, man. I had a little brief bout with a upper respiratory and bacterial infection. So thank you to everybody that checked on me, called, text, messaged. Thank you for picking me up at the airport on late Saturday night when I got in. That's kind of when it started kicking in. I mean, you even said something when you picked me up. So
yeah, I think my words were, you sound horrible.
Yeah, I'm still a little silly, but obviously I went to the doctor, which is the best thing that you can do because I learned. You always learn something when you go to the doctor. She was like, you let this thing go, you get this stuff in your lungs, you could get pneumonia. So thank you to everybody that checked on me, especially my family. My brother took Chewy tonight to the house before the show, but thank you to everybody that checked on me. I'm ready. I'm ready for tonight. We've got a hot topic filled show. Simone is telling me that this could be our highest rated and most engaging show ever.
I mean, Simone, that's a little ambitious. I think there's some things going on for sure, but we did this last minute. You and I both know we which is cool. We got a bunch of messages from people saying it's just been too long. You guys, they don't like when we take that long break in between. But things are going on. Leo is away. I have a lot going on. Can we say hi to Jesse? Jesse's always in there, racquetball fan. He's always in there.
He is.
Just what's up? Lawrence McKinney dropping a little Spanish and English, saying hello. Hey, everybody, thank you for sharing it. Get it out there. Put it on your personal feed because we want new people. We want to introduce it to others and to new people. Check it out. Leo's doing it right there. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot to talk about, no doubt. Reading so much, what's going on online and social media. I'm sure we'll see our buddy Steve. Steve will be here. You think, is that Simone in your ear? What's Simone telling you?
She's trying to bait me into setting a goal for shares tonight.
I mean, go for it. It's all on players and the fans. We're going to talk about tonight the Team USA Qualifier in Chicago, the USAR Junior Nationals, which will be in California next month, and a little bit of Treasure Coast talk, but hot topics, the fans speak. We want to know that. Daniel Ramirez, a Treasure Coast baller. Congratulations, buddy. I had no idea. You're a U.S. citizen. Congratulations. Leo is rocking that shirt in honor of your citizenship. So congrats, buddy. Felicidades.
Yeah,
We're proud of you.
that was pretty cool. I saw that on Facebook. Congrats to Daniel on that. Even MC Coulter said it's been too long for a Beyond the Court.
Yeah, I agree. I got a couple texts, man. It's, we do a lot. Simone's busy. We miss Scotty Mac. Scotty Mac, I saw, Scotty Mac's having a baby. Scotty Mac, congratulations, buddy. We love you. I don't know if you're watching, if you see this, if you do, shoot me another text. Let's get you on.
Let's get him on.
Let's bring you up to speed, man. Simone would be honored to have.
Give us a life update.
Quick background story. I don't know if you know, when I say Scotty Mac, everybody, that's Scott McClellan. He was the official ref for the IRT for many years. You all knew him or didn't know him. But Leo, when COVID started and I told Veronica, I said, I'm going to go live.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, what are you talking about? What are you going to do? I said, I just feel like the community needs to hear, talk racquetball, something. There was nothing going on. Everybody was negative, miserable, scared.
How'd you two connect?
He reached out to me. Scotty Mac saw me do a live. I turned on the live. I just started talking about racquetball and trying to keep everybody positive. And he said, hey, I have an IT background. If there's anything at all that I can do to help, let me know. And I'm like, well, damn, yeah, I don't have an IT background. I have a backhand, but not an IT background. And he was amazing. And we created Beyond the Court, obviously Ellie, and now you, and we're here. And I can't believe it's episode 70. I was telling Veronica, I've done over 100 of these now because we didn't start calling it Beyond the Court until, a couple dozen episodes in. So thank you. Thank you for being here, Leo. Thank you, Scotty Mac. Thank you, Ellie. And thank you to all you fans and players that listen and watch. We love it. We want to bring it to you. Leo, we talk about it all the time off air in production meetings. We really want these shows to be for the fans, for the players, and what they want to discuss. And, not too many are as good as you are at engagement. So why don't you tell everybody what you'd like to see tonight?
I would love to have a reunion and have Ellie and Scotty Mac on the same night.
That would be amazing.
Simone, make it happen.
Can Simone do that? That would be impressive. All Scotty Mac or Ellie have to do is shoot one text. It's a done deal. So Leo, we got a lot to talk about. You want to jump right into it, or should we take a quick commercial? Let everybody share this feed. Get it out there. We'll take what?
The goal is 100.
100 shares?
Well, would you want me to say 20, 30, 40? Simone called it out. So
I was going to say 200, but that's me. 100. We'll take 100. 100 shares, everybody.
Start with 100 and see how it goes.
Share it 100 times as fast as you can, and we will come up with a prize for somebody for sharing, I promise. And I told Leo and Simone this before. If you all see me doing this, I'm checking the Yankee game update. I got to see what my Yankees are doing. All right. Simone, can you bring us to a quick, 30 seconds?
Let's do a sponsor. Let's do one of my favorites.
Who's that?
FrankHotels.com.
Is it that guy? We'll be right back.
Who is that guy?
Leo, that is so funny. I was literally just thinking that what you said. By the way, thank you, Simone, for that. Go to frankhotels.com. Discount code Sudsy. Leo and I have plans. We're going to set up an event at a Frank Hotels property where we play racquetball. But go do that. Go book it. Go book something and let me know.
Maybe
I'll meet you there. Maybe Leo and I and Veronica will surprise you and meet you there. How about that?
Pick a weekend. Pick a property. There's 13 now. 13 properties to pick from. FrankHotels.com. Some people very close to me know that we're about to do that. When my mom gets back from out of town, I'm going to talk to my family about it, and we're going to do it. We're going to look at a calendar, pick a weekend, find a property, and just go. Treat yourself, and use booking code Sudsy.
Get a discount. That's always good. Save some money. All right, Leo, let's get right into it. The topic, the hottest topic out there on social media. Well, there's two. It's
Breaking news too.
Yeah, the U.S. team qualifier. And then the big news was, a big player not attending. Let's call it what it is. And I'm sure we'll hear from Steve shortly. But we have 5 women in the ladies' draw to qualify for Team USA. 5. They only get 2 spots. In the men, there were 10. But now, as of today, 2 have officially dropped out, bringing us down to 8, with truly about 6 that have a chance, right? So, Leo, why don't you tell everybody the breaking news and the player that is not going, and maybe Simone can pull up that text that this player sent me not too long ago.
Well, to give some people some context that might be new to be on the court, because we're all sharing this weekend. Actually, if Simone could check the draws, there was a match between Sam Bredenbeck and I don't have it in front of me just yet. But this weekend is the USA Racquetball National Adult Team Singles qualifying in memory of Jeff Peters at the Glass Court Swim and Fitness in Lombard, Illinois. There's also a double shootout that they offered to get some of the locals and even some people that travel to come play in the tournament. There were, roughly, I think 45, nearly 50 people signed up, and I think 8 divisions. This was primarily held just for the team selection. Okay, so this wasn't like a national singles. Don't forget, they did the national singles and the doubles back in February. Mm-hmm. Kind of confused some people. Mm-hmm. But it was a combined event, and we all know that was just to try to see if they could save a little money instead of having 2 big national events. But they still had, as well as because you played in these team qualifiers, you have to have a tournament to determine who the coach is or whoever's going to pick to go, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know the details, but I know this is something that, Jeff Peters wanted to make sure that went on. He's, done so much for racquetball. So I don't want to mislead anybody, but at the same time, I think this event should have had more. There should have been more meat on the bone. There should have been. Do you remember years ago when it was the race for the U.S. team and they were tracking the points? And I don't feel that at this event. And then you look at the numbers. It's a small tournament. Is the national team qualifier, is this supposed to be a small tournament as far as overall size? And then I want to ask you, you've competed in these. How are you supposed to get up to go to Chicago and possibly be one and done? I know you don't think like that, but there are others that are. Because remember, 50% of the people in a single elimination draw lose right off the bat.
Sure.
So 50% of the draw is out. So somebody's going to fly down there and they're out. Men and women. But what are your thoughts about the low number of Americans?
I mean, realistically, Leo, going into these types of draws anyway, you really know who has a chance and who doesn't, right? There's just a couple of players there, no offense to them. They're just not at that level yet, but at least they're there. And something that really jumped out at me and really disappoints me is the lack of the top junior talent that didn't sign up to go play. There's some girls in there. There's obviously some boys in there. And I don't get it. All these years, despite the negative that's happening in the sport or participation or the doom and gloom, right? Where are these top juniors? Why aren't they going? Is that just a sign of things to come even, next year and the year after? How do we not see a Cole Sendry, a Naomi? These are our top players, aren't they? And that's what we did all the time. You remember, you knew who the top juniors were because we would go, we would play, whether it was a John Ellis or Jason Menino or a Rocky Carson or Jack Cusack or myself or Cliff Swain, before that would show up. I think Cliff went once or twice. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I don't think Cliff played too many of the amateurs, but the top junior players were there. Doug Eagle, he was a junior world champion. And I don't get it. And that scares me, man. And I hate to talk about it, but you have to try to fix it. And that's the way I see it. To have 5 ladies competing, 2 of them starting in the semis, 3 of them starting in the semis, and 1 feeder.
Mm-hmm.
And then to have 1 feeder into the quarterfinals, where now we see Alex Landa has moved forward because of a forfeit, which we'll talk about next. So Alex is in the semis already. It sucks. What do you want me to tell you? It sucks. It sucks to see. Everybody has an answer. Everybody thinks they know what the answer is, but quite frankly, there's so much and so many different variables that have gotten us to this point. So nobody's right and nobody's wrong. I think everybody kind of has a good intention as far as what has gotten us here. But it's extremely disappointing for me, really, not to see those next level, top level juniors here playing in this event. If we had 30 U.S. women playing, we still know the top 3 or 4, right? If we had 50 men playing, we still know the top 4 or 5. But it would be nice to see them, and let's get right to it. Rocky Carson, he's not going. Rocky Carson has been on Team USA. You ready for this? Anybody want to take a guess? Does anybody want to guess inside the chat? Simone,
I'll guess 20.
Simone, can you show
My guess
us
is 20. Let me put mine in the chat.
20? Put your guess in the
What
chat.
do we win? What do we win? Let's give something out. We got to start the show out. Let's get the chat popping.
Give something away. Start sharing the feed. Rocky Carson, how many years has he been on Team USA? And by the way, this comes from Todd Boss. So if it's off, Todd Boss, first off, thank you for everything you do.
Yes, Todd. Thank you.
So let's just drop it like it's hot. Ruben from One Wall.
22 years. Simone says she's got some Treasure Coast, a Treasure Coast shirt.
Okay.
From one of the previous events. All right, so type your guess. 200 years.
200 years sounds about right.
Chad, Todd Boss.
Chad, my
I got to
man.
put that in there. Look at that.
Chad, by the way, if anybody needs an amazing insurance agent and fellow racquetball player, can you please contact Chad? Chad's my guy.
Lawrence, 23. Can I change my guess?
Yeah, you can change it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You can change it. Chad, I want to guess from you. What do you got? Lance, what do you have? Anyone?
Todd is ineligible, though, for this.
Well, I'm going to give you the number. Tell me when, Simone. Can I, or you want to get back
No,
to
no,
that?
let some people guess because we're giving away a shirt.
So, yeah, so Rocky, 22 years he's been on the team. How about that? That's called letting the cat out of the bag. We'll come up with another. Simone doesn't mind.
Who won?
22
Ruben?
years.
Ruben won that?
Yeah, maybe One More Bowl will donate the shirt to the winner for that or the next contest.
Big Al says 22, so that's 2 shirts.
Just think about that. Rocky's been on the team for 22 years, and he decided not to go. So, Simone, bring up Rocky's text to us today. And, Leo, why don't you go ahead and read Rocky's text so everybody knows how that decision was made.
There it is. Can you guys
Thank you,
see it?
Simone. You want to read that?
I made the decision. This is
Directly from Rock.
Yeah, directly from Rocky to be on the court. I made the decision because it made more sense for me to stay home and be with my family. It wasn't an easy decision because I want to go out there and win as well as play for Team USA at the Pan American Championships. But at this stage, if the passion isn't there for the weekend, it made more sense for me to pass. I do look forward to playing a lot more tournaments the second half of the year.
There you have it. That's directly from Rocky to me and Leo. And you got to respect him. Made a decision based on his family. Leo, you know, we speak to Rocky often. You were chatting with him today. I was chatting with him. We both kind of knew this before most. Dare I say we knew this before anybody else, except maybe Jen? No.
I didn't know.
Oh, you knew.
I didn't know.
Stop your nonsense.
I didn't probably know this before you did, but you know, they put out a release, Team Dovetail, you know, he's part of Team Dovetail. So Team Dovetail also put out a release. It was good to see that. I'll be honest with you, because a lot of people don't know. They assume he's hurt. They assume whatever. There are some assumptions out there right now. You know, there's always going to be rumors. Okay. There's always going to be chatter, and keep racquetball great, make racquetball great. The groups where people go, you know, people are throwing out all kinds of accusations, but it's good to hear from his sponsor. It's good to hear from him personally on this show. Say what you want. Okay. Everybody's going to have their conspiracy theories or their whatever, but
What theories? What did you hear? What did you hear?
Financially,
Well, can we address them one by one? I mean,
let's do it.
I think Rocky's earned the right to be financially compensated at this point. I don't think if he could stay home and make, you know, more money than he can with whatever the outcome is, you know, as far as being a Team USA member, then I think he's earned that right. You know, he's 44 years old. He's been doing this for 22 years. And if he feels that it financially doesn't make sense for his family, what conspiracy?
That come from, though?
I agree.
You know, we don't have to. It's a sensitive topic, because it's kind of like asking, you know, somebody, how much do you make at work? Okay, so it's easy to figure out that obviously he has to travel, so his expenses need to be covered.
Yeah, you need a minimum $1,500 an event in expenses. I mean, that's kind of
you
the
have
number.
to fly, you have to stay in a hotel, and let's not forget, post-COVID, everything went way up.
But
Everything increased. Car rentals,
I got
hotel,
one for you that nobody thinks about, right?
food.
What's the time leaving your family? So from the time
That's
he
travel
walks
time.
out of his house,
Yeah.
and again,
What is
the
that
benefit?
worth?
Let's max out the benefit. Best case scenario.
Yeah.
Health insurance, and we'll get to this, but he could win and not be on the team, which you and I both know, and we'll talk about that, because the qualification isn't exactly what everybody might think this year. This year, it's a little bit different.
We have messages from athletes.
And we'll talk about that. Well, we know. We've had some athletes that have, yep.
Yeah, the financial part, but yeah, I get that's just the expense part. Okay. There is no pot of gold when you win it at the end. There's nobody handing you a check for thousands of dollars. We get that now. You've even said it. You play because you play for the Team USA on your back. That's the most valuable part of, I guess, the event. But there's a financial side of it too. So I get that part, you know. And that's a lot of expense. Car rental, like I said, hotel, airfare, you know, food. You know, it's a big expense. You know, you try to economize, but, you know, you don't want to go down there and be bumming rides off people and staying in a hotel with another guy. But the financial part, yeah, all right. Another part of it is, you brought it up, to go down there and play and win and still not be selected to go. What is the
Well, yeah, I mean, we could address that now. How this actually, the process is working this year. Lance Hale, regardless of people's thoughts, they could win it, was held in Arizona. It would have been a bigger tour.
You would have been asking players, though, to play 2 U.S. team qualifying events, singles and doubles. I think that's a little hard.
Yeah, they could do it different formats, Leo. You know, you've run more events than I. What I would have done is first couple of days, you know, doubles or singles, and then the next 2 days, doubles or singles. You could, You could pull it off.
Let me throw this out there.
Do we even want to say what is going on at ASU or not yet? Ugh.
Yeah, it's a very sensitive issue.
It's unreal.
Let me ask you this, though. And I talked to some people in Ireland, my Irish friends. Thank you so much. You guys filled me up with so much love and energy and passion and the way that you think about things. They brought up, we're discussing our U.S. team and selection and things like that. What if you go at this U.S. team qualifier and you just have a bad tournament? You know,
Well,
are you not taking the best players to represent your country?
Apparently it's not the
so
case.
They, it was just discussions of it's more of a selection and quit emphasizing so much on 1 3-day weekend of somebody going in there and, playing their best ball. So it just made me kind of think about the selection process and how it all goes down.
Yeah. The selection process this year, I'm 100% against it. Shocker. We'll have the more reasons for USA Racquetball to think I'm against them. I'm not. I just don't agree with this selection, but how it used to be, but not this year, are the winners. And I'll clarify. So before anyone that, gets twisted here, how it usually was, Leo, and this, are the champions of doubles.
Yep.
Men's and women's. They added this mixed, which just creates another headache. The champions of mixed, and then the winner and finalist in the singles is your team.
Traditionally,
that goes to compete. So now at the Pan American Games in October in Chile, which is the biggest international event for racquetball all year, because of our lack of results at the Pan American Championships. I know this gets confusing, so I could leave it all out and just go right to the meat and potatoes. The men, we can only bring 3 men to represent Team USA and 2 women. It's just how it goes. International rules, the host country gets 3 and 3. Then depending on your results and placement at the Pan American Championships will determine how many people you can bring to represent your team. In this case, for Team USA, we will have 3 men's positions and 2 women. So you can only bring 3 men and 2 women. Do the math. There's already 3 men qualified. Alex and Daniel, they won the men's doubles. Adam and Nia won the mixed doubles. That's 3. On the women's side, Erica Mania won the mixed. She won the women's doubles. Michelle Key also won the doubles. So you got 3 and 3, and they can only take 2, but now they're having a singles event. I need somebody smarter than me to tell me how we're going to do this. So why don't you explain to everybody how this year's team will be selected? And then if you care to hear, I'll tell you my opinion on that.
Well, I'm not on the U.S. team committee, and that's who makes these decisions through USA Racquetball's board of directors. If you don't know, everything comes through committees. And, the committee will appoint or decide on this selection. They will take the results, as you mentioned, from the national doubles that was held in Arizona, and then they're going to take the results from this event, and they're going to sit in a room, they're going to lock the door, sit around, they're going to talk, and they're going to figure out who their head coach is, and then they're going to figure out the best team to take to the Pan Am Championships. So that's the condensed version of it. I don't know all the parameters. I don't know the weight, but like you said, it's changed now. The players know about it, and maybe that's why. Maybe that's.
You want to read one of your texts?
Maybe that's why you're seeing the numbers where they're at, because
that's a good point.
They knew ahead of time. Why fly down there and go one and done? Why not have a loser's bracket like in pickleball where you get to come back around and maybe have an opportunity, but to wait it all on, in this instance, 2 days.
But it's not weighted. That's part of the problem, right?
It could be.
You could go to the finals or win and still not get selected.
That's true too.
So my first problem with that is that, obviously, right? So it's not about results.
It's
But
part of it.
I understand we don't have a coach. How the hell can you let a committee decide who goes and competes?
You have consultants, you have people, within the board. I'm not trying to defend them, but there's people in there, so it's not like
They're
people
not
don't.
going to be there when the shit hits the fan and they're competing
Mhm.
and they're battling in Chile. That's got to be on the coach. It's got to go on the coach. Coach has to decide, stand up, look at everybody and go, this is my team. This is who I picked. This is who I believe is the best possible option to go represent us and get the best possible results.
They could have
Period.
that. They could be doing that. They could be without, like I said, they go in a room, they lock the door, no one can,
So no transparency.
not yet. If they're smart, they're going to go in there. They're going to say, okay, Cliff Swain is going to be our coach.
I wish, by the way, that'd be a great thing for
And
Team USA.
and Cliff,
Go get the money.
here's the
Anybody from
Cliff.
Team
Here's the
USA
Cliff
listening,
notes.
Go get the money.
Hey, Cliff, here's the Cliff notes.
Right.
And hopefully that's the way they do it. They let Cliff pick his people. Cliff has to get up to speed. Okay, Cliff, here's who won the doubles. Here's who
Cliff
won the
Swain
singles.
is exactly why you want him, because he would only do it that way.
Yeah.
He would say, okay, who's my pool? This is what I would do. Give me my pool of players, and I'm going to decide, and it's on me. I'm accountable and responsible for our results. I'm going to pick the best possible team to go represent. Sorry, I can't bring everybody. I only have 3 spots for men, 2 for women. It's frustrating, man. As a competitor, as a professional athlete, you compete, and those results are supposed to matter. So you tell me, where do we start? Rocky not going. Maybe Rocky didn't. He didn't state this to you or I, or even in his statement, that, hey, I could go do really well, but potentially not even go represent the team.
It's a bummer. I messaged him as soon as I heard the news, and that's the word I used. It's just a bummer. I'm looking forward to watching it. Before we get too far in, the singles quarterfinals will be Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. Adam Mania versus number 5 Thomas Carter. And we'll do some predictions here in a second. 11 a.m. Jake Bredenbeck versus James Black. At 12. Alex Londa versus Rocky Carson is now a forfeit, so Alex will advance. And then at 1 o'clock, Daniel De La Rosa versus Sam Bredenbeck. Be a good one.
Big Al, Schaff, don't worry. I'll get to that for sure. It's just going to be my opinion and Leo's opinion as far as who, if I was the head coach. I had 2 players text me today and said, hey, why don't you coach the team? And Leo, you and I both know that probably isn't a reality. And like I've said, if Veronica is going to compete for Ecuador, which we still don't know, I would never coach against my wife. So, that's out the window.
Would you Would you coach the U.S. team?
If Veronica wasn't competing for Team USA, for Team Ecuador, which we don't know if she is yet, I would certainly 100% consider it. Yeah. I would absolutely do everything in my power to make that team the best they could possibly be and go get the best results they could ever imagine. I would absolutely consider it. Al, so I'll answer that. But Simone, did you hear what Simone just said? She wants to take a quick time out.
She wants to take us a time out because she said she's
Yeah, we're going to come right back. We're going to go over. We're going to continue this conversation. Al, I'm going to give you, and Leo, I want you to do it also. We're going to tell you if we were coaching who we would pick based on who's available. And then depending on these results, we'll go over the draws.
Yep. Got the women's too.
The women's also.
Yep.
I love when Simone just drops these things before we go to a quick timeout.
Treasure Coast, number 8.
Keith Miner, KWM Gutterman, thank you. That's a little shout out. All right, let's take a quick minute. We'll be right back. Don't move. Go get yourself a cocktail. Go get yourself a glass of water, a hot tea, a coffee.
Some Irish tea.
Run to the bathroom, whatever it is you might need to do. But we're going to be 1 minute. Don't move.
Thank you, Noel.
exist. You know, racquetball is an amazing sport. It helps you obviously physically and mentally, but it helps you in life in general. And definitely say that you should all go play.
Play racquetball.
I love when Jules says play racquetball. So it's so true, isn't it? So, all right, where were we? Let's get back to it. Simone's happy, likes the little break. Yes, so Al, that is correct, regardless of the results. That doesn't necessarily mean that will be the team. They will have to pick a team from the players that qualify. The players that qualify will be the 2 finalists at this event. So, Leo, should we take a look at the draws? And then you and I can give our opinion. And we want to hear everybody's opinion because there is no coach. We're all coaches. Tell us who you would pick to represent. Don't forget, you have 3 men, 2 women. All right. So let's go look at the draws first. What do you want to do?
Play singles and doubles and mixed.
And mixed. All right. Thank you, Simone. So, Leo, go for it.
All right. So what you're looking at here is the women's team singles U.S. team qualifying. The first match will be tomorrow, Saturday, 11 a.m. Lexi versus Rhonda. That's going to be a tough. It's easy to pick Rhonda, but Lexi's she's playing some really good ball right here, and it's 4 versus 5. But I'm going to have to go with the incomparable Ronda Racet. She always finds a way to win, and I don't think she loses that. So she'll advance. She'll play Kehlani on the top half, and then on the bottom, wow. I mean, right off the bat, Holly versus Erica Mania, the reigning singles champion, mixed doubles champion with her brother. Gosh. I can't wait to watch that match. I don't even know what who's going to be streaming this. I'm sure USA Racquetball will be. So you've got Kehlani at the top and Rhonda. I'm going to go with Rhonda. There's just too many reasons why, and not enough why I can't pick Rhonda. So I got Rhonda in the finals on the top, and then at the bottom, my teammate, Team Dovetail, Erica Mania versus my former teammate, Holly Scott. I gotta roll. I gotta roll with my friend. I've known Holly a while, and I'm gonna pick Holly Scott to take out Erica Mania in the finals against Ronda Racet, and then I'm gonna go with Rhonda to win the women's U.S. team singles qualifying.
That's big time, bro. I tell you, none of that would shock me. That's quite the assessment. Can we please hear from everybody in the chat room? Chad Bailey, what's up?
Everybody doesn't think I'm crazy.
Chad Bailey is finally in the chat room.
So let's get your picks as I go through them, and now it's your turn.
Yeah, so it's hard to ever pick against Rhonda. I think Lexi's a phenomenal athlete. I mean, she's just like right there to be able to take that next step and be considered top 2 or 3 in the country. But I agree with you. I have to go with Rhonda in that one. I think betting against the champ, I just won't do. So my tops, same as yours, Kehlani against Rhonda. And obviously the bottom's already set with Holly and Erica. I hate making these calls because either way I'm getting a text or something, right? Somebody's going to text and say, how could you? But I'm going to go with big upset. I'm going to go with, people will see it as a big upset, but I'm going to go with Holly Scott, Holly Ray getting to the finals. I think she's motivated. I don't think she was thrilled with the way this was put together. Maybe that'll come out. We'll see what happens. But she's well coached and she'll be playing. And listen, Erica's probably our best U.S. women's player today. But I don't know. I just have a weird feeling. I think this is a tough tournament to get up for. And Erica likes the bright lights, and she's just tough always. But I'm going to go with Holly Ray Scott in a 5-game battle. Ronda and Kaylani. I think it's another 5-gamer. I think that, Ronda's experience is going to be difficult for Kaylani, but Kaylani's got so much experience now.
Yeah.
And she's the number 1 seed. She's super, super confident being in that position. And I just think she'll take advantage of Ronda's, Ronda's doing a lot of other great things outside the sport. But I just can't bet against Ronda. So, I'm uncommitted on that one, aren't I?
She's going to have her mom there. It helps to
Yeah,
have somebody in your corner, and who better to have than, Malia. I mean, she is going to be right there for every point for Kaylani. I don't know who's coaching Ronda now. I know obviously Winterton.
Ronda doesn't need a coach.
Yeah.
It's Ronda
true.
Racich.
Yeah.
It's Ronda Racich.
Yep.
Either way,
but the bottom is really going to be tough, and I'm not, I didn't come right out and go, yeah, Holly,
Sure.
Erica is tough, but we're playing rally scoring.
Changes things.
It can change things, that. And it's going to be a great match either way, but since we got to pick somebody, hey,
Who's your winner? Who wins it? The whole thing, Ronda?
Yeah, I got Ronda. I got Ronda winning it.
Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, again, based on the way the team is being selected, I think Erica's a lock. I think everybody else is fighting for the second spot. How about that? Can I say that?
Wow, look at all the picks coming in. Hey, I gotta say hi to my Irish friends. Damian Kavanaugh's in here. We say hi to Edgar Martinez,
sponsor of Treasure Coast. What's up,
yes,
Edgar?
sir.
MCC Millburn. Can I give a shout out to Noel, our great friend from Ireland, Noel, his son, of course, Connor, and Chris over in Ireland.
Dara,
love you guys.
and his wife, Burr.
We'll see you soon.
I love the O'Callahans.
And that's part of the problem, though, Leo. I would say Erica's a lock. And by the way, Al, I'll answer the question soon. Who my team would be if I was the coach, based on the pool of, there's only 5 ladies to pick from, so I'll just tell you who I
look at Ruben at one wall. He went the other way with us.
Hey, Rubes, why don't you donate a shirt? Do a prize, a one wall.
Let's do it. Onewallball.com. I love their gear.
Contest.
I like his colors.
You know what I mean, Leo? So in the past, it was like, if you go win this event, you're in. But it's just not the case right now. What if you're Michelle Key? You qualified, and now you don't. You're not going for whatever reason. So just sucks. So anyway, let's get to the men. Leo, Simone, can you bring up the men's drawer?
Oh, Simone.
So we know Sam Bredenbeck won his match. All right, I'm going to run it down first, and then Leo, you can go. What do you think about that?
You go first on this one. I went first on the last one, and then we'll see how
Here we
it
go.
goes.
It's going to go like this: Jake, Adam, Alex, Daniel. It'll be Daniel and Alex in the bottom semi. It'll be Jake and Adam in the top. I'm going to go Jake getting to the finals, and courtesy of Todd Boss. You ready for this one? Daniel and Alex. Daniel is 7-10 against Landa in his career. In fact, from 2017 to 2020, Alex beat Daniel 7 straight times. I think that's a friend thing. So I'm going to say that if I got Jake in the finals on the top, and I'll go Alex in the finals on the bottom. How about that? I think he's going to be motivated. What do you got, Mr. Vasquez? So now you got another problem, by the way, because now Jake gets to the finals. You have 4 players that are qualified.
True.
Actually, you're going to have 4 no matter what, unless Sam gets to the final. Then you have 5.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Don't count them out.
What are your picks? I would never.
Check the chat. Look at Damian already coming in with his pick. Jake versus Daniel final. Yeah, that's pretty. The draws are so tight already. And
they're starting in the damn semi, basically. Come on.
Yeah, no offense, quarters, right? But looking at the draw right there, you guys make your predictions in the chat. We want to hear from you. In fact, let's do the one wall ball shirt from Ruben here. So we'll make it specific here. So put your predictions in the chat on the men's. We'll do a one wall shirt, and then we'll do the Treasure Coast shirt. We'll do a Treasure Coast shirt for the Rocky 22 years. So we need to do a shirt for the women. I'll do the shirt for the women. All right. I'll do a US Racquetball flag shirt that I make for the women. So all you got to do is make your predictions, and then they don't have to be right. We just want to get your predictions. All right, here we go. Very predictable up top. Nobody's going to beat Jake Bredenbeck. That's why he's number one. He's risen all the way up in the IRT Tour. He's kind of like my Erica Mania as far as hot players. So I got Jake all the way to the finals. Mania and Carter will be good. I will be watching all of these matches, and I can't wait to see that one. That one's going to be really good. You got two lefties. That's always interesting. It's usually the half and half, but I'm going to pick, I'm going to go with Adam Mania on this one. I know that's Thomas Carter's, territory, his club, but, I don't know. I just got a good feeling about Adam on this one. So I got Adam over, with Jake, and then I got Jake over Adam on the top, and the bottom is just so, it's the toughest part. Unfortunately, we won't get to see the Rocky Landa match. I really wanted to see that match. So obviously, Landa will play Sam Bredenbeck. I don't think Sam has it just yet to beat Daniel. So Daniel versus his friend Alex Landa.
The best of friends.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta go with Daniel on this one. Daniel is he's all about it, and Daniel's not gonna he wants to go in there and he wants to win that. So he'll beat Alex, and he'll play Jake in the finals. And then I'm gonna go with the number one seed, taking it all the way to the bank. I'm gonna go with Jake Bredenbeck over Daniel De La Rosa. He's gonna show everybody, hey, I'm the guy. You got to beat me, and he's gonna earn himself, and he's gonna make it harder for that U.S. team committee to pick. So I got Jake over Daniel.
So there you go. Like if this all happens the way we just kind of predicted it, here now in lies the issue. Let's say the pool is Jake, Adam, Daniel, and Alex. You can only take 3 of those players. So fans, players, you're all coaches right now. We're all playing pretend. You get to coach Team USA to go represent in Chile for the Pan American Games. That's who you have. You have Jake, Daniel, Alex, and Adam. On the women's side, you have Erica, Holly, Rhonda, Kaylani, but you only get 2. Who are you taking? Did you follow that? Did everybody follow that? Who's your team? 3 of those guys, 2 of the ladies. You're the coach. Leo, who are you taking?
Well, I'm taking Jake Bredenbeck.
Okay.
I'm taking Daniel De La Rosa. And I'm taking Alex Landa. Those are my 3. Those are my 3.
Elaborate on that, coach, or no? So you're saying Adam Mani is out, even though he won the mixed and qualified. He's the champ. He's the mixed doubles champion, Team USA.
Yep.
And he got to the finals of the doubles in the men's doubles.
Yeah. I know Alex has, shown flashes of, emotion, but I think just based on what I'm the coach, right?
You're the coach.
You said, I take the job. Here's who I am. Here's who represents us. And these are my guys. And I just think that if I were the coach, I could, those are my 3 guys. And if I get to wear the Team USA on my back as the coach, those are the 3 guys that I want to go to war with. And that's what I would relate this to. I want 3 guys that are going to go to war for me and not going to get pushed around. You're going to go in there and you're going to handle business. We're going to play this singles. We're going to play this doubles. We're going to play this mix. We're going to grab these gold medals and we're going to go home. That's who I want. Okay. I know what Alex brings.
There is mixed. There is mixed, Ruben.
Yeah. I know what Alex brings. Okay. I know his behavior. I know his outbursts. I look at Jake. Now I'm just saying, he's very emotional. I know what Jake brings, and then I know what Daniel brings. So those are my 3 guys. Not taking anything away from Adam and Nia, but those are my 3 men. Yours?
You want me to do the men, or you want to go to the women?
We'll do the men first, and then we can do the women.
So my men are. My men would be, I'm the coach. It's on me. I got to sit down in front of these great players and tell them who, what, where, how, when, why.
Hold on. Is there a ranking order? Like, do you have to say Jake is my number 1, Daniel's my number 2, and Alex is my number 3?
When you get to the event, yeah, you have to basically give your top 2 singles players. The double teams are like, you submit your doubles team, you submit your mixed doubles team, and then for singles, you say, this is my number 1, this is my number 2. But it's all strategic. It doesn't really matter. It's where you're placing them. So in no particular order, my men's team this year, if I was the coach, and by the way, as soon as I do this, you know that I'm basically out of the potential mix to coach the team. You get that, right? Everybody understands that. So don't bitch at USA Racquetball. Don't bitch at me. Don't bitch at Leo or Simone.
Why?
Because it's kind of like I'm showing my cards. And, well, because what kind of support would I get? They got to close and lock those doors and pretend like there's this secret meeting. I'm saying I'm the coach based on my experience and knowledge and understanding and competing in that event and coaching internationally. I believe this is our best possible team to go represent us. They may not agree with me saying it today. So my team would be Alex Landa, Daniel De La Rosa, and Jake Brennebeck. Those would be my 3 guys.
Yep.
Period. I think that would be the best possible option for us. I think Alex would be fine if he, with the right person around him. He's one of the best players in the world. And I've been on the court with him as a partner. I know him personally. And yeah, you got to know how to, deal with that emotion and make it a positive. And that's my team. I'm the coach. You guys want to hire me? That's my team. No offense. And again, by the way, Leo, that's assuming Jake gets to the finals, right? Because Jake isn't officially on the team. He's got to beat Adam. He's got to beat Adam or Carter.
He does. And like you mentioned earlier, Adam could, he beats Jake. He gets in the finals. Sam could make the finals.
Yeah, and if Adam beat Jake, let's just say play pretend, right? Because I see Simone just threw up Travis's question about Rocky. If Rock was an option, no, Travis, my team would not change. If Jake gets to the finals of this event, which qualifies him for the team, he would be on my team. Those would be my 3 guys. No offense to Rock, because again, Adam, Alex, and Daniel have already qualified. The only ones that aren't qualified at this event already are the top. Really is the top, if you think about it. Just the top half. It's Jake, Adam, and Thomas, who have not, and Sam at the bottom.
If Rocky were to have went,
I love Rock,
and beats Landa, and beats Daniel, and wins the finals, I'm gonna have to rearrange my list.
So who are you taking out?
Well, I don't know who I would take out just yet, but Rocky wins the national singles. He's going to Pan Am's for me. I'm the coach. He's going with me. He proved it.
So then you're taking out Jake, Daniel, or Alex? Tough one.
Because isn't this where you're supposed to prove it? Like,
here's the elephant in the room. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Dare I go there, Simone? If a committee is picking the team, Does Alex Landa have a chance? Even though he's already qualified.
Good question.
Too soon?
What does the chat think?
Chat knows where I'm going. Simone said it's fine. Simone said we like to keep it real here on Beyond the Court. So if a committee is picking the team, and we all know Alex's
I've been on those committees.
some of his history or some issues, does Alex even have a chance at this point?
Is it less than 50-50?
I don't think he has a chance. That's me
So
personally.
it's less than 50-50,
Yeah, I think-
which is not favorable.
I think if Jake gets to the final, which is all he has to do to qualify, and a committee, not a coach, is picking the team, I think they would select Adam over him because Adam's already qualified.
Yeah, we don't want to. Yeah,
But
we
Leo,
don't.
this is why I'll never be the coach.
Yeah, we don't want to. We don't have to sit here and talk about Alex. Alex is Alex. You know what you get when you get him, but it's probably a risky move for them, and they probably don't want to take the chance. So
What's the chat think? Simone, I know what you think. Simone loves Adam. Simone's a big Adam fan.
I like Adam.
Me too. I think he's
I
great.
picked him over Thomas.
I think he's a great doubles player, and I think he's a great. If I was the coach,
yeah,
and he was on the team, I would probably have him play both doubles.
Yeah,
that's how good he could be.
He's an excellent doubles player for sure. I've seen him play a lot of doubles.
Yeah.
Is this another tournament where you? I don't know. I don't want to say make a name for yourself, but you know how it is. You Adam shows up and just beats everybody. Is this still that kind of a tournament for somebody?
I think if Adam did that, it makes it more difficult for the coach and the committee.
Does Adam has to win it, right?
I'm sorry. No.
No, he has to make the finals.
He just says if he just gets to the final, the team's set. It's done. That's it. Because Jake or Sam on the bottom. Don't forget Sam.
Yeah.
If either one or both get to the final, you add 2 people to the team. So
that's a tall order for Adam.
Adam, get to the finals. You're on the team.
Yeah.
Think about it.
He beats Thomas. Like I said, I think he beats Thomas, and then
beat Thomas, beat Jake. You're in.
He'd have to have he'd have to play his best match ever. He'd have to have a coach.
I mean, I don't know that ever.
Well, up to this point, he'd have to play his best ball. Okay.
Go ball.
Because you're not gonna just play. Jake's gonna bring it. Jake's gonna show Adam that you don't have much of a chance against me, but it'd be a great match.
What do you think? Everybody in the chat, you're the coach. Just write 3 names. Who are your 3 men going to represent Team USA? From the whole pool, you could pick anybody. Thomas Carter, Sam Bredebeck, anyone you want. Who are your top 3? Who are you picking? You're the coach.
I'm reading these comments here that Simone is throwing up from Damien. The real question is, can Alex hold his head and pin his mistake? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what you're going to get from him. Is it, do you want to run that risk? But hey, like you said, I was the coach. I made my picks. I sit down with Alex. I have a conversation. Those are the 3 guys that, I want to go down there and win these golds and come home. That's my goal.
Agreed. And that's why Alex and Daniel would be my doubles team. Daniel and Jake would be my singles. And then depending on the other woman, the mix would be either Alex or Daniel.
Here come the picks.
I would just have Jake focus on singles. Yeah, send those picks in.
This is for onewallball.com. I know Ruben's going to throw something tight. I love it every time he posts something.
Look at my boy Rob Lyons. He's going with Jake, Sam, and DLR. Robert, Sam's got to win this tournament to have a chance, in my opinion. He's going to have to win the tournament to have a chance. That'd be interesting.
From the boss himself.
I agree with him. I agree with Mike Martinez on that. I agree with Mike on a lot of things, actually.
Hey man, I related it to war, man. I've never been to international. I've just seen it. It's
Simone, show us that draw one more time. You know, what's your take? It's tough. It's interesting.
It is. I mean, you like I said, what if we go the other way with Thomas Carter? Thomas beat Alex Landa at the Longhorn Open.
Listen, if Carter and Sam got to the finals, now you have 5 players to pick from, and you only get 3.
That's Thomas's club. He lives there, teaches there, practices there. That's his backyard. That's his home court. That's an advantage. It's a slight advantage.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
I know you've been. I know.
It's
I
not.
forgot. I know. It is. For
I forgot.
mentally.
I forgot. Anyway, so yeah, it's an interesting conversation. We'll watch it go on, and Leo, we'll definitely do a follow-up show on this Sunday or Monday with everybody. I like it, but I do like all these names and teams that are coming in. Wow, look at that one.
Look at Amir Amigo.
Which one jumps out? That's not, Amir. That's amazing. Amir's a Treasure Coast champion. How do you leave Jake Bredenbeck out? He's playing some of the best ball in the country right now, in the world. I'm sorry.
Lance can't pick a last woman. Who are you going to pick?
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that next.
But let's do the men. So we're still working on the men's. Pretend you're the coach.
You're the
okay.
coach.
All you viewers out there, you're the head coach. Listen, you know what? This is, I don't know.
This is our committee.
That's what I was about to say. So you're on the committee. You're the head coach. You tell us your 3 men. Who are you going to take to the Pan Ams? All right, we got to do the women now. Should we take a break? Can we play my favorite commercial while I sip some Irish tea?
Does your commercial have something to do with one of our main? Look at Simone's just on it.
I'm going to go there right now. I can't go there right now.
Simone, show that other graphic. That one. I like that one. That's actually Mark himself, the owner, founder.
Treasure Coast.
You want me to tell you what he did with that ball right there? You could see, Leo. You know the sport. Where'd that ball go?
Side, front?
Probably
just kidding.
Just right. So it was a pinch in the right corner, rolled it out. Thanks for coming. Point scored. Frank Hotels. Go book your vacation right
Smacking
now.
it around.
We'll be right back, Simone. Simone's going to send us off. 30 seconds. Don't move. We're going to come back with the women. But in the meantime, you're the coach. Put your team in the chat. We want to see it. You got 3 men. You know what? Pick any 3 men in the United States. That's your team. Be right back.
Can I pick Kane?
I would certainly pick Kane if I could to be, why is your mic, Simone's in my ear, you could hear. And why is the mic in your grill? It's like all up in your face. Can we back it up a little bit? Yeah, do something.
Is that better?
It's like attacking you. It looks
Hey,
like an
days,
aggressive mic.
when you spend 10 days in Ireland,
How you feeling, buddy?
4 days in bed.
Can I just say this on air, Simone? Don't beat me out, Simone. Leave me alone. Leo, you were shitty when I picked you up at the airport. I called it. Veronica and I were like, oh, man, Leo's not feeling well. That was a long 10 days. You were working your ass off, bro.
It was what do you call it? Working vacation. And you know, look, this was probably, not only was it a tournament, it was clinics, it was meeting people, and it was sightseeing. So this wasn't where you go to a tournament, you go home in the hotel and you just lay around and you go eat some dinner. It was nonstop. I love Ireland. I will be back. I know there's some people from Ireland. I don't know, 8, 9, 10. I gotta
Don't go there.
6 hours.
You're recovered.
6 hour time difference. But I'll tell you, it was a trip of a lifetime, and those people have so much passion and so much energy and so much
It's
love.
incredible.
And I haven't forgot about you guys. I'm going to get you some gloves. You know, with it being so far away, and the taxes and the duty tax and the shipping, it's super expensive for them to get stuff. So gloves, Cheetos, candy. I mean, I said, we'll just throw all that stuff in a big giant box and we'll send it. So I loved Ireland. It was great. But yeah, we just went every day, you know, just promoting racquetball, trying to get sightseeing in, and then trying to get some sleep, and then getting up and doing it again. So yeah, it's just a little hard on the body.
Are we going next year? Because guess what? You know what? I'm going to bring tons of goodies. Mike Martinez, be ready. Because when I get my ass over to Ireland, which Veronica and I are going to do, we're going to be bringing tons of stuff to give to all these players.
I met your friend Joe
He's the
Devaney.
best. Joe D. Yeah, Joe's awesome. And
He's an amazing guy.
they're all amazing. The Irish are great people, man.
Every day, you know, hey, how you doing? Do you need anything? You let me know. You know, it's awesome. Him and his wife, super people. You know, Adam Neary, the tournament director. We connected as tournament directors, are, you know, amazing. His whole family helps. His sister, his wife, his mother made 16 loaves of banana nut bread. And every day she was there, and she would slice it and have some without and some with butter. And that she kept that hospitality table going. So
cool.
She was amazing.
Well, all right. We have to get to the women's team.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. This is going to be tough.
All right. So right now, Team USA ladies will get 2 spots. Okay? The 2 qualifiers right now are Michelle Key, who is not at this event. She won the women's doubles. And Erica Mania, who won the doubles, women's doubles, and the mixed doubles with her brother Adam. Okay? So now, thank you, Simone. Leo. We already went through the draw. Fans, you are the coaches of Team USA right now. You get to pick 2 women from Team USA to go represent. Who are your 2 women? We want to see it in the chat. We'll give you ours.
So remind them again who won from the.
There's 2 women right now that are on Team USA. They're qualified. Erica Mania and Michelle Key.
From the national doubles.
That's it. So those 2 women are on Team USA. They qualified. They are champions. To go play in the Pan Ams, you only get 2 spots. So you're going to tell, because Michelle's not there, you're going to tell somebody that qualifies at this event, you can or can't go, because they can pick whoever the committee or the coach can pick Erica and Michelle. Doesn't matter what happens at this event. All right. You get to pick 2 women. Who are you taking to represent? 2 women from USA to represent.
The only one that's kind of not on this list, obviously, is the name Michelle Key. Okay. So Michelle Key can be added to that list of what you know, based on this tournament this weekend. So for me, I got to put my coach's hat on.
Coach's hat. All of you, all of us.
Yeah, I got my
2 players.
guys. All right. I got Jake, I got Daniel, and I got Alex. Now I got to stay.
We agree, by the way, Leo. We did not go over this. We agree on that. You and I.
Yeah. So for me, for the women going over and playing in this Pan Am Championships,
I think it's the last one we're going to play in racquetball. That's another.
Possibly.
Talk about that
Potentially.
later. So go ahead. 2 women.
You know, I gotta take my 2 women. I am gonna take Erica Mania. She's proven herself at this level. She's earned that right.
Agreed.
Regardless of what happens in this tournament. I know I don't have her pick to win it, but she's earned it. So Erica Mania is gonna go for me. And then my second choice, based on the pool of what this competition does for me to go over there and do what I got to do and get a gold medal, I'm gonna have to take Michelle Key. I believe in her. She's obviously earned it. She's not playing in this tournament, and I don't know if that hurts her or helps her. Maybe she would come back and say, "Look, I did what I was supposed to do," and if they don't pick her, that's on them. But this is me, right? So I'm taking Michelle Key and I'm taking Erica Mania. We're gonna go down and we're gonna win some gold medals.
I love it. I love that, man. I love that passion. I love that vision you have there. But imagine. Let me imagine your Rhonda, Holly, Kaylani, Lexi, and Michelle's not even at this event, and she gets picked to go. Would anybody go to this event ever again? That's deep. That's a tough one, right? I think the world of Michelle. I think she could be our best player in the country. There's no doubt. But if this event's going to mean anything, how do you justify picking her over all these other players that were at both events? Right? Because you only get 2 women. So one of these women have to play 3 divisions. Singles, doubles, mixed.
There is no coach.
There is no coach, Rob. So you're the coach tonight. You pick the team.
Yep. Who's your 2 women? I gave you mine. Suds is about to make his picks, and I'm going to do the shirt for this one. One Wall's doing the men picks. You can still put your picks in the chat. If head coach, make your 3 men picks. We'll draw a shirt for that from onewallball.com. Ruben, thank you. And then for the women, make your 2 women pick in the chat. And we're not going to pick. We're just going to randomly draw. So anybody that makes 2 picks for the women, we'll draw 1 name, and I'll make you one of these.
So for me, again, I'm the coach. It's on me. I'm accountable. I'm responsible. I have to look at everybody. I have to decide. I recognize. I've played in this. I've competed in this event. It's the biggest international event for Team USA. I'm going to go down there with Erica Mania and Holly Scott. And again, Holly has not qualified yet. And there's just the makeup and the chemistry and the way the team has to, the strategy behind it, Leo. Rhonda, Kaylani, Lexi, they could all do it. Obviously, no doubt. But today, with the mixed doubles, the doubles, the singles, that would be the team that I would run with. I would have them ready to run through a brick wall that is on fire, laced with acid, and go do everything in our power to go above and beyond anything they expected they could possibly do in this event. I was on the team, the first team, Leo. We swept men's and women's. Gold, silver, bronze, singles, women's, men's team. One of the most amazing experiences I've ever had in my racquetball life. Winning that gold medal at the Pan American Games in Argentina for Team USA. If I could give that to a player, in this case to my wife, right? Or anyone for that matter that wants it, truly wants it, I could promise you now, when you hear that national anthem, it's a different feeling. So that would be my squad. According to the chat that Simone's popping in, doesn't sound like many have Holly as their second. Seems like Erica seems to be the popular. which the quote unquote obvious choice, but I do think Erica has earned that at this point. I think Erica's just there. She's a lock. So I think if Erica lost to Holly tomorrow, she's still going. And I think that's pretty sad in the sense that, let's just say it's Rhonda or Kehlani and Holly in the finals. Who's making that pick?
Coach.
There is
that's
no
that
a committee.
there will be. There will be a
It's
coach.
But how much power will that coach have, man? It's not.
They
Rob Lyons, you're a coach. You're a football coach. Imagine telling your kids, go compete, but somebody's going to pick. You know what that is, Leo? That's figure skating. That's gymnastics. Go do a routine. We're going to judge you, and we'll let you know who's going.
Yeah, there'll be mixed doubles, Damien. Damien had a question.
You serious?
Yes, mixed doubles.
You're going to judge me based on how I play and how my performance is? Get a coach, put it on them, or have a definitive description. It was easier. Yes, I understand. But when they added this whole, mixed doubles, and now we only have 2 spots, women, 3 men, it used to mean something to win. Theoretically, not theoretically, factual. There could be a man winner and a woman winner to win the national team qualifier. That doesn't go to the biggest international event of the year. There's a problem. There's a flaw in the system.
Let me ask you this. Is there another country that is experiencing these same issues like us?
No, because the other countries will always send their best possible teams. And the only countries that jump out would be Bolivia, Mexico. Everybody else, you kind of just know who's who, and that's it. The competition's so far off. So you're never going to have, where Diego Garcia from Argentina is not going to lose to whoever's the second best Argentinian. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But what about countries that get to take more because they did better at this event? So
Mexico, Bolivia.
But they're taking 4 and 4.
Yeah, I'm not sure. No, I think the max any team can take is 3-3.
Okay.
So, for instance, in Mexico's case, yeah, if you had 4 or 5 different qualifiers from one male, men's or women's team, I don't know how they're going to do that. I don't know how they would state that. But really, we should all be worried about Team USA right now, right? Like, for instance, in Ecuador, Veronica's hands down the best women's player. If she could play, she should go. And if Ecuador does that, with or without the qualifier or whatever it may be, if you want the best results, that's what you do. You pick the best possible team. But if you don't, if it's not just about the results, which it is for a lot of these countries, you know why, Leo? Because they get grants based on results. And you know that as a former Team USA member. Based on your results at these events determines how much financial support your government gives you. So these other countries make damn well sure they send their best possible team.
Yeah. Canada's doing their nationals right now. I don't know. I didn't, look at their selection process, but I'd be curious to know what other countries are having to deal with these kind of issues because it puts more pressure. We've got messages from players that are playing in this tournament.
Can you read one of those, or no? Did they ask you not to, without saying their name? I mean, you can just go.
Yeah, without saying the person's name.
This is one of the competitors from this week.
That it doesn't matter if they win or lose because the board is going to vote who goes anyway.
I mean, that's wrong. It's a flaw. It's a flaw in the system. So let me tell you this. I was talking to Alex today, and Daniel, and Rocky, and you. Hold on, I got to take a call from Keith. So
False alarm.
Veronica, we were saying this earlier, right? had I won, say, doubles with Alex this year, or Daniel, or Jake, or Sam, or whoever, I wouldn't be going to Chicago. I wouldn't be going. I'm on the team. I qualified. I'm the national doubles champion.
But you got to hope you get picked
I-
by the
you know,
coach.
No, not the coach.
There's going to be
If a coach makes this pick without any influence, then it's on the coach. It's on the coach, between the coach and the players. And that's another reason why I think Cliff would be perfect for this position. Because nobody's going to influence him. Nobody's going to tell him to pick this one because he's nice or we don't like that one. You know what I mean? You know Cliff. He's gonna look at it and go, I want to win. I want the best possible team. So,
You're right, Robert. That's why I picked Michelle.
Robert's right. Robert's 100%.
I'm picking
right.
her. I'm taking her.
But here's the thing, Robert. We already know that 100% there's going to be a third women's qualifier from the top. Because in the top half of the women's, right? Show us that, Simone. Can you bring that up? Look, one of those women are not qualified. So as soon as they get to the final.
It's either going to be Rhonda, Lexi, or Kaylani.
So now therein lies the problem.
Now you have to potentially tell one of those.
You qualified, but you're not going. Yeah.
But they know that.
I don't.
Kaylani knows it. Lexi knows it. Rhonda knows it. Otherwise.
Can I say this, Leo? And we are, I don't want to say we're critical of USAR. I want to say that we just tried to talk about things that people don't love to talk about. Right?
Transparent.
Yeah. I don't fully blame them for this. I mean, honestly, you know what? One of the main problems of this is that nonsense mixed doubles division.
It's the IRF.
And that's a whole nother 70 episodes of Beyond the Court, which we just can't get into tonight. Rob Lyons, thank you. We know it's what we try to do, brother. You know that.
From the rally scoring to the reasons why to
is it in the best interest of the sport, of the country?
This thing here where, we know the team knew ahead of time going into that event that based on how we finished would determine how many spots that we would get to go. So I don't know. Why don't you just let everybody bring 3 and 3 and we just duke it out again? You know what I'm saying? I mean, are you telling me that?
Just not like that. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you, but USA Racquetball has another. Sorry, Mike Grizz and everybody over at USA Racquetball, but you have another serious headache on your hands. Because at the end of this, you're telling players that qualified, they will be Team USA members. They're not going to compete in the biggest event, of the year for international racquetball for your country.
Who's going to tell them that? The coach.
Yeah, listen, if I was the coach, I would, Leo, I would stand in front of everybody even here. And I'd say, it's on me. If I don't present the best possible team, I'm sorry. I am picking this team based on strictly what I think are the best possible results. No politics, no personal feelings. This is what I believe. I would pick the 2 best players. Or 2 for the women. I'm sorry, not the 2 best players. I said that wrong. The 2 I believe would produce the best results.
Look, it's a good pool to pick from, regardless.
It's an amazing pool. It is.
But it just,
you can't go wrong.
No.
I mean, look at the men. Adam's been doing great. He's a great doubles player. I would take him along with anybody on the men's side in doubles, anybody, and go, you're my guy. But in this case, it just might not fit. So I think Adam, but here's the cool thing. Like, actually, if you're Adam, Daniel, or Alex, just get to the finals, you're in. I got one for you. In theory, Jake could get to the finals and they don't pick him. Right? I mean, what if Daniel wins? What if Alex wins? It's tough. It's a tough position.
Jake wins. Jake wins and they don't pick him.
I would say put it all on the coach. pick a coach ASAP, announce them ASAP, and say it's on you. Do not, please, USA Racquetball, please, I beg you, don't let a committee pick this team. Let a coach pick the team.
There's a lot of talk. Maybe they'll, we don't hear much from them anymore on these issues. I know there's some confidentiality. I've served on those committees, on that board. I mean, there's a coach's contract. The coach has to, and we don't have to make a big deal about it, but you got your safe sport. Coach has to go get his safe sport done, and he has to do all his criminal background and all that stuff, right? Those are just formalities, but there's a process. The coach has to actually be interviewed. What that process is like.
You know what? Give me a break. That's a problem too.
I know.
You're gonna interview Cliff Swain.
I know.
You want his resume?
Yes, they do.
You want me to submit my resume?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Well, there's the flaw. There's the problem. You know what Ecuador said? Thank you. We're happy to have you. What do you need? Well, I'm going to do everything I can to make you guys the best you've ever been. Year one, well, best results they ever had. But anyway, it's. Can we just get back to let's just try to produce the best possible squad, best possible team? And that's another thing too, Leo, which we're not even there yet. But the coach has a big role with a team like this. This is a team that, let's be honest, it doesn't need coaching. Mm-hmm. It needs the players to look at that coach, trust them, respect them, know that they've been there, they've done that, right? What are you going to tell Daniel? Who's going to tell Daniel De La Rosa? Hey, Daniel, I think you should call a timeout. Hit a lob Z here. I get it. There are times when
they'll be in game,
no doubt. But you know who's going to decide that? With this group, not the coach.
The player.
The players.
Yeah.
Because if I'm sitting there, Jake, I got you.
Yeah.
You let me know when you need me.
Yeah.
Same. I'm not holding their hand, telling them, you know what? Don't skip. Don't short. You know how many coaches, man, you would crack up, Leo, because I've been in the international coaching scene. Coaches, telling their players, don't hit a short, don't skip. I'm literally sitting on one side looking at them going, yeah, because they wanted to skip that. They wanted to. It's bizarre. Anyway, so yeah, it's a good one, and I think our next show is going to be interesting. Hopefully, they will have a coach in place by then, because I think the only thing USAR can do here, honestly, is put it all on the coach. Mm-hmm. Give the coach, whoever that coach may be, the pull and go, it's on you.
Well, I'm glad we get to let it play out. I'm glad we got to at least preview it before it happens. It's all going to start tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central. You guys know I'm a fan just like you all. I will be watching. As of this moment, I have not seen anything about live streaming. If anybody has, please put it in the chat. We're live right now, so I'm not able to switch over, but I can check the USA Racquetball Facebook. So yes, they were live. So good. So we'll look for that tomorrow. Go to the USA Racquetball Facebook page. Watch these matches. Listen, make some comments. Cheer the team on. It's important. I'll be in there. Look for me, Suds. I know if you're not out with the fam, you'll be watching. But let's support Team USA, regardless of what we're talking about as far as the turnout for this event. I'm still always Team USA, and I always will be. I just picked my top 3 guys. I picked my top 2 women, and those are the people that I want to see win. I can't wait for Pan Ams, but most importantly, tomorrow. I can't wait. Adam and Thomas. That's going to be great. The women. Erica and Holly. Oh, I'll be ready for that. That's going to
Yeah,
be a really good match.
it'll be fun. You'll have to keep me updated on some of those because Jules has a birthday party, 5-year-old birthday party, not hers. We got to go to a friend's. But full disclosure, Leo, and you know this, I was asked if I would be interested in coaching, and my answer was, so everybody knows, I said if my wife is playing for Ecuador, absolutely not, no chance.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't. But if for some reason she's not, like you said, absolutely, I would want to help and do everything I could to make sure USA brings home as many medals as possible.
Yeah.
So we just don't know yet.
Hey, good luck to my fellow Texas ballers that made the trip.
Why isn't Cole there? You know Cole. Why isn't he at this?
Cole right now, what did
Isn't
he
he
tell
one of
me?
the top
He told me
shooters in the
he's going to
country?
be working out, fishing, and buying shoes. And you know this. When you're a kid, you're coming up, you're buying sneakers, jerseys. Cole Sendry is amazing, and Cole is a excellent byproduct of his parents, Kevin and Kim. In fact, several days after we got back, Kevin called me to thank me, which you didn't need to thank me because I didn't have to do anything with Cole, but to thank me for looking out for him and being there. And we shared some personal conversations with Cole. Is a superstar. He was a rock star in Ireland. The kids loved him.
But did he not? Cole, can I tell you something? Go play the U.S. national team qualifier, have a good event, kick some ass. You'll buy more sneakers. You'll fish more. Good things will happen. And, I wish I would have saw some of them. Like, why isn't Naomi there? This is, I don't know. I have no idea, but I'm just saying. I would love to see them.
Craig Clement down in Houston, him and his buddy Joey Limoncello. Of course, Holly Scott is a Texan now, and of course, my boy Alex Landa, he's a Texan. So good luck to my Texans this weekend. Of course, Erica Mania, Team Dovetail. I guess it's Team USA, so you guys say good luck to everybody, but I just wish there was more. Where's Cheryl Lotz?
Lottie?
She shake up the draw.
Marty Cruz Ortiz is a U.S. citizen.
Oh, Marty Cruz.
You heard that, right? Let's take a quick commercial. We'll be right back. Leo and I are going to close out the show.
Tournament recap.
Three
tournaments.
We'll be right back. Don't move. Quick commercial sponsor commercial. And we'll be right back. That is good music, isn't it? I like that little vibe.
I love it. FrankHotels.com.
Cool. Everybody right now is on Facebook. Can you do something for Racquetball? As you're watching this, put in your search bar Frank Hotels. Go like and follow the page, and then like and follow all of the other properties. It does a lot for the sport. It does a lot for the sponsor to see that we, as a company, as a sport, and a community, are supporting. We don't do enough. KWM Keith Gutterman. Leo, what do we do? I mean, he's dominating the world, the industry. What can we do for Keith?
KWM Gutterman, they have a Facebook page. Keith, he's not a big social media guy, but it's the little things that you can do to help out. Go to your search bar on Facebook, go to KWM Gutterman Inc. You'll see them. They have a Facebook page. Just go follow it, go like it, go make a comment. They post information about their business. I mean, Yeah, you're not going to go and buy a gutter machine from Keith, but it's the love, it's the support. Keith is, when we do our upcoming tournaments here, he's sponsoring another two of the biggest tournaments this year. So thank you, Keith, KWM Gutterman, everybody over there. And plus, you can learn a little bit about his business. People are always asking, what is KWM Gutterman? Well, go look at at least the Facebook page. But yeah, the couple of tournaments coming up this year that he's a big part of. But this is what's hot next. Treasure Coast Racquetball Series, event number 8, put on by Sudsy and Vero. They do an amazing job. I went to the last one. Get signed up. The best thing about this tournament is we have 2 additional courts, so we can take more players, but we can only take the first 80. So let's sell it out. Let's have a good time.
70.
Oh, we had to lower it. Thanks.
70.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I didn't know that. See, I don't ever find anything out.
Well, you got to get back here.
Waiting list.
You got fam down here.
Let's put a waiting list together.
Go sign up.
The hospitality, go to sudsymonchik.com. It's very easy to sign up. You don't have to have a membership license. You fill out a form, you check your divisions. They'll email you back right away. You go pay your entry fee, and that is it. No processing fees, no membership fees. Just pay your 2 entry fees. If you have a time conflict, let them know. At the last tournament, we met 100% of the time conflicts. You get a cool shirt.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Keith Lewis. Thank you.
Keith is the man. Keith is the best at what he does, and he's an amazing host and a player. So yeah, they do cool awards. We have great beverages, great food, wings, pasta, Jersey Mike's. That's my favorite. When you said Jersey Mike's, that's it. I mean, that's one of my favorites. Great lunch, great breakfast, coffee bar, a Gatorade bar. I mean, it's how tournaments are supposed to be. This one's at the Port St. Lucie. I can't say it right.
Civic Center. Port St. Lucie Civic Center.
Port St. Lucie.
Go check it out. Go to the website. Get in there. All right. What do we got here, Leo?
There it is. KWM Gutterman World Singles and Doubles Open Championships presented by R&B Sales. This will be U.S. Open-esque, except not like the last U.S. Open. It'll be, it's Jim Heiser. And Jim was one of the OGs of the U.S. Open, so Jim knows what it takes to run a tournament. So he's trying to put that U.S. Open touch on it. Nobody does it like Doug Ganem, but what a great way to emulate or copy. And Heiser does it. He brings in the drapery. He brings in a racquetball museum. You're going to get to see history, racquetballs, rackets, a whole museum of really cool stuff. The hospitality is over the top. Heather Fender does most of the hospitality. It's amazing food. I'm just going to tell you, the breakfast bars, the lunch, the dinner. Saturday night, the player party will be with Andy Gross. There's your invitation, August 10th to the 13th. Go to www.worldsinglesdoubles.com. We can only take 300. We got 297 last year.
I can't wait to be there. Veronica and I, we got mom coming to babysit the kids the whole month to be at that event. Ooh. So, Leo, did you heard what Simone just said, that they sent the invite to Brian Dixon? Let's go over real quick the junior nationals. Not phenomenal news, but Brian, I guess, couldn't make it, or Simone couldn't get Brian in. I know Simone had sent the invite via email. So, Leo, what do you got about the junior nationals?
Well, we're hoping to hear from Brian tonight. For those of you that don't know, the 2023 USA Racquetball National Junior Festival and Championship. So they, trying to change it up a little, not emphasize so much on having it be a national team qualifier, which it is for the junior national team. So they've got great events planned. In fact, Simone is in my ear, and I think we're going to try to bring Brian in here in a second. Pleasanton, California, at the Bay Club, an amazing facility. I've been there before. I love it. Unfortunately,
Look at that.
event. There he is. Brian, can you hear us? Brian?
Yep.
Hey,
Nice.
how are you, Brian?
Finally, Simone, well done.
Yep. Can you hear me?
We got you.
Loud and clear, looking good. How are you?
I've just been waiting out you're having.
Nice. Good. Well, Brian, we want to give you a few minutes to tell everybody that'll be watching tonight, and then hopefully, later on throughout the weeks coming up. But tell us a little bit about where you're at and your involvement with the Junior National Festival and Championships.
Simone, what's going on?
Brian?
Maybe they're going to try. Maybe
Bring it
that
back
was
in.
the issue.
Yeah, Brian, if you're listening, just log back in. June 21st through the 25th. Right now, they've only got 68 players registered. Yeah. So, there's still time for a push.
Let's just let Brian kind of tell us where we're at with all that. Simone, you got Brian back? Hey, Brian. Can
Brian, are
you hear
you
us
back?
now?
That sounds a little better, hopefully.
All right, Brian.
Can you hear me?
The court is yours. The ball's in your hand. You can serve. You got to, we got some time here to let you tell everybody about the Junior Nationals, what your role is, what to expect, what you're looking for, what's going on.
Well, I'm on one of the committees that we keep talking about. I'm on the US.
All right. I think
Having some audio issues.
we're going to have to save Brian for another time. Simone is not. Quick commercial with Jules. Yep, I agree with you on that one, Simone. Don't move. We'll be right back. Leo and I are going to close the show out.
So we exist. Racquetball is an amazing sport. It helps you obviously physically and mentally, but it helps you in life in general. And definitely say that you should all go play.
Play racquetball.
All right, Simone wants to try Brian one more time, Leo.
Let's see if we can bring him in. His audio is just a little bit delayed, so we'll see if we can work with it this time.
Brian. All right, Brian, if you could hear us, we're going to have to schedule you another time because for some reason your audio's not working. Video's choppy. We'll try to get this straight with Simone and Leo and I on another show prior to. But thank you. Feel free to comment in the box if you could hear us, what your role is, what you're hoping for. Go ahead and we'll have you back, Brian. Sorry about that. Thanks, Simone. Happens. That's real life.
Yeah, let's get him. We'll get him back in here on another show. He'll be in the chat.
All right, we'll get Brian back. All right, Leo, how about this one?
Oh, saving one of the best for last. Look at that. The KWM Gutterman. Thank you so much, Keith. 3-wall ball world championships, September the 27th through October the 1st, hosted at the Strat Hotel and Casino. 3-wall ball does it right. That picture was taken last year after Carla Munoz defeated I can't remember. Janelle Tysinger in the finals. Tysinger Ledkins actually in the finals. And the courts are on one side, the hotel's on the other side. And risky Carla Munoz is standing right in the center of Las Vegas Boulevard. We walk that back and forth every day, every morning, every night. That is an amazing setup. The most important thing you need to know about this event is go get the hotel rate. right now. It's the best hotel rate that you'll find. You're right across the street from the Strat. Once you do that, then go get signed up. You're gonna love it. It's the most beautiful setup that I think I've ever seen for outdoors. All the courts. It looks like a giant street festival. There's racquetball, handball, paddleball. It's awesome, and you don't want to miss this tournament. Put it on your calendar now. Invite your family, your friends, and hey, I am also now a part of the 3 Wall Ball team. And if you are interested in being a sponsor or a partner of 3 Wall Ball, reach out to me. I would love to work with you and get you a part of 3 Wall Ball. So, Suds, are you going to be there this year?
Great event. Spending money, if you have to go to any events, it would be Colorado to the World Singles and Doubles, the Jim Heiser event, and it would be the 3 Wall Ball in Vegas. No doubt. I'm going to be at both of them with my wonderful wife, Veronica. We support Mike Coulter and Jim Heiser to the fullest. You see the best, and Keith Miner sponsoring both of these events once again. So we'll get there no matter what we have to do. I'm going to be playing a little bit, but definitely not planned on playing any of the pro divisions as we speak, but that's okay.
Thank you, Keith. Gosh, amazing guy.
Jim Heiser, you guys doing a kick-ass job. Keep it up. We'll be at those events. If you have to spend money to go to any events here in 2023, go to those events. I promise they won't let you down. And yeah, I'd love it to see you at the Treasure Coast events, but it's not Vegas. And Colorado's amazing. It's a great event. Can't wait to be there. We're going to have a world-class magician, one of the most famous magicians we've ever had.
Andy Gross.
I like that, Simone. You have the Treasure Coast graphic up there. That's pretty cool. So yeah, we'll be there. Can't wait. Mike Coulter, 3 Wall Ball. And we're still going to do a 3 Wall Ball event in Florida at some point. Treasure Coast.
We've talked about that. Let's do it. Mike Coulter, I know you're contacted and said you were probably not going to watch the show live, but you would watch it in the morning. So let's do that. I would love to help out with that 3 Wall Ball outdoor. Also, we're going to have Andy Gross on here on the show live, and maybe see if he can do some magic for us. But he'll be the featured guest at the Saturday night party. Like I said, the World Singles and Doubles event, the Vegas event. Put them on your calendar. Go book the hotels. It doesn't cost anything to book a hotel. It's like a small $5 fee or just a credit card hold. Start looking for those flights. Also, I want to say good luck to all the kids that are signed up for the Junior Festival. You guys are going to have an amazing time there. It doesn't look like I'm going to be going to the Junior Nationals this year. I'm gonna miss you guys. This is probably the first one I've missed in probably 10 years.
Why aren't you going?
It's just
Hey, it's your job. Got to get paid. I get it. It's okay. Yeah, you don't have to say it. I'll say it for you. How do you leave the house? It costs $1,500 for you to leave. I get it.
Yeah, it's tough.
Get on a plane, get Uber, park the car. Get a hotel, get food. We have to be selective and pick and choose, and we'll do everything we possibly can. To support racquetball and do all we can.
Yeah.
And is what it is. It's just not that easy. Yeah. If there was a blank check,
I'm gonna really miss it, man. I'm gonna miss the families. I'm gonna miss the kids. I kind of grew up with a lot of these kids now that they offer the 21s. I did the streaming. That's why I was there. So, I was very thankful and blessed to be around these families that took such good care of me. And
Starbucks. Well, all right, Leo, time to close out the show. And closing thoughts before I close it out.
No, thank you guys. I didn't know if I was going to make it tonight. As you can tell, I'm still a little stuffy. I'm still not feeling my best, but I'll do anything for racquetball. You guys know that. I'm all in. Regardless of the topics that we talk about, I don't portray negativity, but we talk about real topics here. I'm not here to beat anybody up, but hopefully we all have one thing in common, and that is that we all share the same passion. And I know we do. After going to your Treasure Coast and meeting all of those people there, racquetball family, and then for me to be able to go to Ireland and meet my racquetball family, you guys, and girls and moms, and I met a woman that was honored there at that tournament, and she lost her husband, and I'm standing at the door and at this club in Ireland, and this woman, she walks in and she looks at me, and she's like, and she's pure, she's Irish, and she looks at me and she's like, you're not from here. And I was like, oh yes, I am. And she goes, where? And I said, right over here on the other side of Arklow. And she goes, yeah, whereabouts? And I was like, well, in the community. And she just looked at me and she goes, you're lying to me. And I was like, yeah, you got me. And she kept walking. Well, they brought her in because her husband had passed away. And so after they honored her, I walked over to her, and she goes, there's something about you. And I was like, well, what is it? What do you think it is? And she goes, well, my husband used to have this friend that he played with, and he was a Texan. And I was like, what? And she goes, yeah. And I go, well, I'm from Texas. And so we immediately made that connection. Well, her husband played doubles with Ken Foster, who's from Texas. He's been to Ireland for 10 plus. He goes to Ireland for the past 10 years to play doubles with her husband. So, making connections like that with people, that really, that was really deep for me. So yeah, the passion is strong. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for everything, Suds. Thank you, Enviro. Thank you, Keith. Thank you to my sponsors always, Team Dovetail, Headpen. And yeah, it was a great show tonight.
Well, that was a beautiful story. You didn't tell me that one. I can see how you can get emotional on that.
Oh, man. Lady was amazing. And, she lost her husband, and it was super nice of them to honor her. They put a picture of him up in the club, big Arklow sign. They brought her a cake out. Her whole family was there. I mean, those are the kind of moments that really get to you. And look where it was at. Mm-hmm. It was at a racquetball tournament. So
that's what racquetball does. It definitely brings us together. And, with that, thank you, Leo. Thank you for being here. I know you're not 100% yet. I know you're dealing with this sickness that you've acquired from your busting your ass for 10 days over there, and the good weather, the bad weather, but you were working hard to, promote the sport. And so as always, Leo, thank you for, doing this with me, and I really appreciate it. And I know all the fans do, and we do need to do it more often, but it's just not that easy. You and I have a lot of things going on off the screen too, so it's fun, and you bring a lot to Veronica and I as well, and we appreciate that. So just next time you come, you got to bring Chewy. All right, we need Chewy. Yeah, the kids want to see Chewy.
He's coming.
Thank you, KWM, Keith Miner, again, to nauseum, Leo and I, and everybody else. You deserve to be spoken about. You're historic in the sport. You're a legend, and your name will be forever connected to racquetball. Not only on the court as a champion that you are, that a lot of people don't know, but obviously what you've done for the sport from a financial standpoint, and how you're carrying it these last couple of years, man. And I don't know how you do it, but we appreciate it. Frank Hotels, just incredible. Thank you for being part of this journey, this ride, and all the amazing things to come, and supporting racquetball the way you do, and giving me an opportunity to continue to do what I do and love, and also what you do and love, and that's just be part of the racquetball family. And there's so much more going on. Scotty Mack, Ellie, thank you. Thank you for that. Players and fans, all of you. Without you, Leo and I do this. We wake up, and we always talk about the show. We're like, hey, we got to do a show. When are we going to do a show? We got to get back on. And, life goes on, and things go on, and things happen. Simone's in the background putting things together for us, and we'll continue to bring it to you as real as we can. And Leo, you touched on it. It's not about being negative, but you can't be disingenuous. We don't believe that talking about something that's happening, although it may come off as a negative situation, maybe it just is what it is, and that's who we are. We want to confront the negative and try to fix it, try to address it, try to make it better, try to be better at it. It's not all unicorns and rainbows. We do need everybody. I saw a post today, Leo, and you saw it as well. Let's talk about the positive things, and it's hard right now. There's pockets of things that are going on. There's pockets or individuals that are trying to do better, but to turn a blind eye, you're just as guilty. If you want to just paint it as everything's great, then you're just as guilty, because there's a lot of things we need to do as individuals and as a sport and as leadership to make sure that our sport doesn't go away, because that would suck. It would suck for all of us, every one of us. If you're watching this, it would hurt you just as much as it would hurt any of us. So, that's what we want to do here at Beyond the Court. That's the responsibility, personally, I feel, and Leo has taken that on with me here at Beyond the Court. And Simone, thank you again, as always. So let's keep it up. Let's keep it real. We need you also. We need all you players and fans speaking up. When it's good, we're all for it. We're going to try to make it good, try to make it better. Veronica, Juliana, Matteo, I'm just not here without the three of you. I say it all the time. Leo, I'm not here. I'm not doing what I'm doing without Veronica, without their support, without her support, and the kids. I mean, look how quiet it's been. Leo, firsthand, it's never this quiet.
Yeah.
Mommy said, Daddy and Leo have a show. We got to be quiet. And here we are. So I love you three. Veronica, I love you to death. You're my best friend. You're my soulmate. And you're an amazing mom on and off the court. And I know I'm not the only one that can't wait to see you on the court more. So we'll see what happens. All of you fans, thank you. We love you. We'll see you again soon for episode 71. Leo, what do you say we do this again real soon after this qualifier?
I can't wait. We should. We really should. It's going to be hot tomorrow. Don't forget, watch the matches. Stay engaged. Make a comment. Let's show it. Let's show our Team USA that we're behind them no matter what. No matter what.
All you players, consider you all friends. Best of luck. Go out there, play hard. Go kick ass. Go compete. It's okay to go compete. You don't have to be buddies for the hour you're on the court. Go fight. Do everything you possibly can to earn that right. And at the end of the day, hopefully you are representing Team USA, because I could tell you it's one of the greatest experiences I ever had in life, winning a gold medal at the Pan American Games. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Have a safe holiday weekend. Leo and I will see you again soon. Don't forget, this is Beyond the Court. We are Racquetball. We love you. Let's go play some racquetball. Have a great night, everyone.
Good night, Mom.